tit-for-tat measure against the tariff wars declared by the United States, Canada, for its part, has also announced its own set of tariffs against the US goods which are imported into Canada. Well over 250 US-made goods which are imported into Canada will now be taxed higher, which would include 25% tariff on US-made steel and 10% aluminium, which is imported from the United States. Now, apart from this, stuff such as Florida orange juice, Ohio ketchup, Wisconsin toilet paper, etc., which is labor-intensive in production, creating many jobs in the United States, will become that much more expensive in the Canadian markets.
Canada has no choice but to retaliate with a measured, perfectly reciprocal, dollar-for-dollar response. And that is what we are doing. On May 31st, the Prime Minister and I announced that Canada will impose tariffs on imports of steel and aluminum and other products from the United States, representing the total value of 2017 Canadian exports affected by the U.S. measures. This is $16.6 billion, Canada's strongest trade action since the Second World War.
Now, with this, goods worth over $12.6 billion will be impacted due to the new tariffs imposed by Canada. The goods which had been targeted have been done specifically to send a message to the U.S. voters of the impact of the tariff wars which have been unleashed by the U.S. President Donald Trump ahead of the midterm elections in the United States. Now, even in the campaign trail, Donald Trump has still consistently slammed the Canadian dairy, wheat and other products.
I cannot emphasize enough the regret with which we take these countermeasures. We are acting very much in sorrow, not in anger. But the U.S. tariffs leave Canada no choice but to defend our industries, our workers, and our communities. And I can assure you that we will maintain the firm resolve to do so.
All right, so that was Canadian Foreign Minister there stating that the tariffs are extremely measured and calculated. Now, Canada buys almost about 50% of the steel that is exported by the United States, and the latest tariffs will have a major impact across different industries. In fact, it is feared that if Donald Trump were to target the Canadian automobile industry, then this would lead to thousands of jobs being lost, both in Canada and the United States. US-Canada trade is the second largest after US-China. It accounts for almost about $627 billion, which is marginally in favor of the United States. The trade war is said to be the lowest point in the US-Canada relations in several decades.